I think it's a fantastic endeavor, and over the years it has really grown and grown, and how they have curated these wonderful segments. And I've been part of India Story for many years in different, as a vendor, like we did a show here, so in many forms. And I think it's lovely to see how it has grown so much, and it has become something on the Calcutta social calendar. So hats off to Mrs. Neotia and her team, and to many more years of great work.
It's probably a marriage worn at a marriage, and it's got quite a few different elements that I really don't know what they are for, so I've kind of put them aside, but I do love wearing it.
So stunning, ma'am. Your bangles, your ring, earrings, everything we want to know.
So this is from Bhopal, an antique store in Bhopal. This is from Baroda, and this is another old piece from Kutch. So all different, and this is I think from Pushkar. So different pieces.
And ma'am, your sari is from?
My sari is actually made of banana fiber, silk, and it's by an amazing designer called Madhu Jain.
Lastly, going forward, ma'am, what is the story of India that you would like to see, the future generation take up? What's the narrative that India should have going forward? What is the India story for you going forward?
For me, India's story is, what are we without our story? And our story, the only tangible form of our story is culture and craft. And so for me, traditions are manifested and materialized into craft, and therefore craft becomes very important for me to tell the India story, because India has a history of oral traditions. So craft is the one concrete form of our traditions that one sees continuing, and we luckily still have a very rich composition of craft in our country, with the resilience of the craftspeople.
When I started planning to come to the India Story, I said, which Indian designer should I bring with me to Kolkata? And I thought Ujjwal Dubey, he's from close to Kolkata, from Bihar, Uttar Pradesh border. And I said, Ujjwal, make me something that will tell the India story very well. So the shoes are from Jitendra Sandhu, they're platform shoes with the magic shine of India. The jewelry is from Kajal Jewels, who are showing over here. And they do brilliant jewelry that you can take with you everywhere. And his attire is Kabir, married to the world, married to fashion, haute couture and Pret, all of it.
What's beautiful about Calcutta, sir, for you?
Jodi tore dakshane kyo na she tobe ekla cholo re. It teaches you to walk when nobody else is, to do what India does. Mother India includes everybody with her, brings everyone forward, and that's the story and magic of Calcutta for me. India's story is as much a story of Madhu Neotia and her commitment to India, but it's a jhalak, a jhanki, and a celebration of all of India. It's crafts, it's magical attention to detail, and I can't wait to spend more time tomorrow and day after celebrating India and learning about it. It's diversity, plurality, and how Mother India dances and shimmers when बिखरे बिखरे तारे हैं हम लेकिन झिलमिल एक हैं हम सब भारतीय हैं. That's India for me.
Actually, I might get bashed for this, but this is the first time I ever saw her on the runway, and
I don't call anyone.
She doesn't. And for me to be invited here is like, no, she doesn't.
I'm private that way also.
I have adopted her. I'm the extrovert. Here, I'm the extrovert. Yeah. No, she doesn't say that. She's like, yeah, come at your own risk. But today I was invited, and by Diti. So
after like 10 years of friendship.
More than 10. More than 10. The installation was amazing. The light work, the sound score, everything as a package was amazing.
Like India Story provides also, like this city, it's one of the biggest event I feel, and we need it. Like the kind of artisans and artwork and the installation. I think every bit and nook and corner of this whole thing is like, obviously, it's speaking like an artist.
It's speaking of Bengal.
Yeah, it's an experience.
I think it was awesome, but then that word doesn't completely be true for the thing.
Even by Amit standards, it was very different.
Beautiful clothes. I think from the first beat, normally what happens is, you take a bit of time to get into the rhythm. But from the time the first beat started for the show, I think you just felt that it's going to be a great show.
I think the best part every time you come here is you know you're coming for something different. Because after being in the industry for so long, to make the effort and come out, something has to be something very special, something has to be very different. And that is what this event brings to the platter every single year.
Actually, this is second time in India Story I am doing installations. In 2019, I did first installation in India Story. That was a gramophone, a sound traveler. And this year, Madhuji told me that this is very special year for them. They are celebrating 10.0 India Story, and please do something, Sushanta. So I think, okay, I did Disha. The 10 ellipses are connecting each other and directing the opposite ways. Actually, the directions are very subjective. Yeah. This is very interesting award designed by Narayan. He is also very favorite artist for me, and this recognition actually not only for the India Story. It's practicing my space installation during Durga Puja in Kolkata, and they recognizes me this award through this ceremony. So I congratulate and thanks to Madhuji and the total India Story team from my heart that they recognition me.
Thank you. I think this is the season for solids, and I'm extremely inspired by Narayan's personal style. I must admit.
India Story, before it starts, I had a long conversation with Madhu. And then it started with Thakur Dalan, and it's a long 10 years. And every year, always I say Madhudi, she comes with new ideas. Now you have to do this and that. So few years I had done many installation, and this is the 10th year. So she called me and said that Naran, you have to design the award, and you have to do it. But it's very special. It's not about product or selling or this and that, but we meet up like a sort of Durga Puja sort of a thing. So we celebrate our creativity, our Indianity at the same time, being a Calcutta. Because, being a Calcutta people, we just bonded over India, India Story. So it's very special.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Firstly, I would like to congratulate Madhu and her entire team for the 10th edition, for the 10th anniversary rather of India Story, and how time flies, because I've been here since the first edition, like most of us, I'm sure, but same with Shreya and Nilanjana, and we haven't been to the stalls yet, but I'm sure it'll be amazing. But the Amit Agarwal, he was fantastic. What he showcased, what he's done with Banarsi, upcycle Banarsi is fabulous.
I love Amit's stuff. I think Amit has recycled, it's Banarasi is coming back. So Amit has beautifully incorporated Banarasi also, which can be worn in the Western world as well as in India.
Yeah, congratulations to Madhu, because she's done an incredible job, and like June said very rightfully so, that for the past 10 years she's only brought innovation and fresh designers and everything that's new and different. And of course, Amit Agarwal, like June and Shreya said, Banarsi has come back in a big way, but I really love the headgear. The headgear was fab. The green one, her favorite emerald green. And besides that, I love the installations and the award that was done by Narayan and Shushanto's installation.
Yeah.
It was
I was
fab.
rooting for Shushanto.
Because every time the light scheme changed, because it was emerald green, and they walked in emerald green and the lights changed and the installation looked different then, So yeah, incredible, and we're having a great time, and all the best to India Story.
I mean, what the India Story team has put together, I know Madhu works very, very hard, and I think the way she's brought national designers back to Calcutta, I think that's what we, the fashion lovers of the city, really look forward to. As somebody who's been in this business, in this industry, we really used to miss having big names in the city, and I think that's what the India Story is doing, and I congratulate all of them for a stupendous 10 years.
10 years, ek doshok, so it's a big thing. Jeta start hoyechilo, and what started in our studio, I remember it was in our conference room. The whole team used to sit for hours. We used to work till 4 a.m. at night. We didn't know what we were building then, and when you now look back 10 years hence and see the people, the installation, the shows, it's really heartwarming, because The vision was to curate the very best of India, and today here we are, the very best of India with all the amazing people coming and supporting, so that means a lot. And I think over the years we have been able to bring together so many new talents continuously. That says something about India's story. So I am always grateful that I'm always associated in some way or the other. So this year's India Story was special because I was hosting the 10th anniversary edition this time.
It's always so nice to be recognized for the hard work that you put in. It's a great reminder of why you started doing what you did, and I hope that we've contributed in some way in the landscape of design. So I'm super grateful for this recognition.